Yo, these buttons are sticky. How do they get sticky? That's disgusting. Hello guys, and welcome back to Speed to Garage. Today I'm actually sitting in the back of a Russian mafia car. I'm just kidding guys. I'm in a 2012 Jaguar XJ. No guys, this is not a Russian mafia car. This is the 2012 Jaguar XJ. This car is iconic. The reason I'm filming this car, and you say, George, why are you filming this old car? I'm filming this old car because it's a 2012 and you can get these cars really cheap right now. So today I'm gonna go over all of the features and goodies you get for $17,000. So why the heck would you buy a 7-year-old car that's depreciating and has a bunch of miles? Well, the thing is, it's really simple. If you're in the market for a used car, you want to actually get the best bang for your buck. In other words, you want to try to find the best car and the best deal for the price. And as you guys know, Jaguars as well as Volvos, which look like out of this world spaceships, they tend to depreciate a lot after a couple of years. Anyway, so enough talking. Let's go ahead and cue the montage. So as you guys can see, we have these lovely xenon headlamps with LED daytime running lights. For $17,000 you get these beautiful black rims, and you get those big brake kits that come on all of these Jaguars. Sorry guys, it's a bit windy today, but let's go ahead and bear with me. Under the hood of these 2012 Jaguar XJs, we have a 5-liter power plant. This 5-liter power plant actually gives out over 380 horsepower and 380 foot-pounds of torque. So in other words guys, you get a lot of power for very little money. Coming over to the sides, we have these beautiful retractable power mirrors. On the back we continue on with the 19-inch black powder coated wheels. And to me this is the most impressive part of this car. Those beautiful headlights that go all the way to the front of the trunk, and this beautiful contoured trunk lid. This trunk is humongous guys. Let me go ahead and demonstrate this power assisted trunk. Look at that guys. You can fit a lot of whatever you want to fit in the trunk of this car. And funny enough, for some reason you have the Porsche rug in the back of this car, which does not match at all with it. Alright guys, so since there is so much wind, I decided to sit in the back of the Russian mafia car and actually talk to you about it. So I'm going to give you the specs once again. We have 380 horsepower in the front. The suspension is an air suspension. It is borrowed from the Land Rover Range Rover lineup. As you guys know, Land Rover Range Rover does not have the best reliability at all. The thing is, Jaguar has improved since 2010 up. They have improved their reliability records, and they have refined all the suspension components on this car as well as the engine. Guys, hopping inside of this car, you can see this is the jet black interior, and it has a beautiful veneer finish on the wood paneling on the door and as well on the dash. This vehicle comes with power windows, power locks, power mirrors, and they also retract and extend if you hit this button right in the middle. Moving along inside, we have these 11 or 12 inch, I don't know what it is, but it's a big display. It shows all of the functions of the vehicle, fuel, temperatures, miles per hour, as well as the rev range and information. Very simple layout on the steering wheel. We have the information control, volume controls, radio controls. We have the phone controls, heated steering wheel, as well as your cruise controls on the back. On the steering wheel, we have these paddle shifters. Those paddle shifters are really flimsy, guys. I do not recommend you using that for any type of racing activity. They might break off. Anyways, moving along, as I said, we have the beautiful wood veneer finish all on the dash. And we have a really nice analog clock right here in the middle of the dash. This has to be one of the best pieces in the car. Those air vents look so well put together. And you actually, to close them, you actually twist them. And they actually close perfectly fine. They move around. They're like sort of like a jet engine type of thing. Moving along, we have a very simple touchscreen display. The only problem we have with this, it is really slow. It responds really slow, and you have to actually hit it hard, kinky, in order to get it to work. Down here we have all of our controls for the central locking system. We have the menus, we have the display on off button, we have all of our audio controls, the radio as well, and the individual climate control zones. Guys, one of the best part of this car is that it actually has heated and cooled seats. And when I say heated and cooled seats, I mean everywhere. In the back we have heated and cooled seats, which is great for any chauffeuring need that you may have. Going back to the front, this has got to be one of the most interesting parts of the Jaguar fleet. And the thing is, this actually comes up to your hand and greets you as you turn on the vehicle. Hello. So down here we have our snow modes, we have our traction control modes, we have our race mode, and I don't know what this button is for. I believe it's to hold the revs up while you are driving. Down here we have our power brake, guys. This is push off and pull on mode. It's very simple to engage the emergency brake on this car. And in the cup holder was the Jaguar Key. This is actually a keyless system. You can open the vehicle without your key, close the vehicle without your key. And we also have a lot of functions here. We have close the vehicle, open the vehicle, turn the headlights on the vehicle, as well as the trunk open mode. One very nice feature is the opening for the glove box. You just touch this button and the glove box opens, dampened right down. Another very nice feature found on this car is that it has dual sunroof. So you can actually open the sunroof on the back as well the one in the front of the car. Okay guys, so we are done in the front of the Jaguar XJ. We are gonna go to the back and I'm gonna tell you guys how is the comfort per se on the back of the vehicle. So as you guys already saw, this is the Jaguar XJ, not the L version. So the legroom is kind of limited on this vehicle, but it is ample for people up to 6'1", 6'2" feet tall. As you guys can see, I have ample legroom with me sitting in the front. I am 5'6", 5'7", so I'm on the shorter height side, but that does not matter. There is ample legroom for anyone. Back here we can find the controls for the heat, and we can also find the controls for the seat cooling and heating capabilities. The area to put your elbows is actually great. We have a little cubby in front for notepads or whatever. And we have another area back here where you can put your drinks and store more things on the side of the elbow thing. Okay guys, so this basically concludes all of the exterior and interior parts of the vehicle. I'm gonna go ahead and take it for a test drive and see how it performs. Alright guys, I am now taking this beast for a test drive. This vehicle is actually very fun to drive. It's very is that the word? Counterintuitive? Anyways guys, it's really interesting because the car is so big that you would probably think it's not fun. It's not a fun car to drive. Well, actually, the air suspension does a great job of keeping the car level, straight, and actually maintaining a really good ride on the corners, as well as the engine. The engine has a ton of power, and the 6-speed automatic transmission is actually superb. There's also the other part. The car is very quiet. It has a great ride. In comfort mode, you actually do not feel most of the bumps. The brakes are great. The other part is when you actually punch the gas, you really feel and hear the engine working perfectly. Like, it sounds beautiful. It actually opens up and you hear all those intake noises. It sounds beautiful. I'm gonna actually put in dynamic mode and sport mode and see how she rips. Wow guys, power is excellent on this thing, and this is not the supercharged version. I mean, I punch it. Wow, that's too fast. These are the most impressive 380 horsepower I've ever seen. Actually, it feels faster than that. The car responds amazingly. This transmission is wonderful. Ride on the street is superb. It feels like you're floating on air. It truly is a masterpiece of a car. A great used car for any budget. Okay guys, so if you're in the market for a used, cheap, reliable, other than the sticky buttons car, the Jaguar XJ, especially the 2011 to 2017 models, are perfectly fine. These cars, you can find them pretty cheap. This car is actually on truecar.com, and I found it for $17,000. The vehicle only has 68,000 miles, which actually qualifies it as a low mileage vehicle. There are other things that you can do, which are add the additional extended warranties available, which will then provide you with better coverage and better satisfaction to your needs in terms of reliability. So the best bang for your buck is a Jaguar XJ, guys. That's good. That sounds great, and it's a great vehicle. Okay, Garage Gang, until next time, take care, and remember to subscribe to Speed to Garage.